these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! Hey, front 80! Come to my work! We want it! Come to us!
Rivers now to throw on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Hey, orbit!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Protein spill!
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got Gordon open, completes it. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Taylor, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They're 180. Black 11.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Load it. Hey, Delta!
3rd and long for Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Load it! Load it!
From the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go. Ready?
Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Hey, wahoo!
Play action. Now it's locked. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 79 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Wait, 89!
Rivers to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, 55. Hey, Charlie. 55. Double dog. Yeah.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Fighting to stay upright. And he's going to go down again. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's Locke. Going to throw deep for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Rivers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Mike, 45. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Say.
Play fake. Rivers. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Rivers now. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. clock now. 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Coming to you, coming to you. Bravo. 53 is the mark. 53, check 53. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check five.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards. And the Broncos first down.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Here we go. Here we go.
A final shot before half for Locke. Letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
390.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carl Nassib able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Rivers going for it all. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Yes. Mike 5-4. Go.
Clock now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Orbit.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down.
Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate TJ Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They fake the handoff, now lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Go!
Throwing now is locked. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Mike, 45. You don't want pick up the ball.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Black 11!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set! 190!
45. Come on, D.
White, 89!
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st down, Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Locke. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
High 7. 55. Get it.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Keep it up. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. So
the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
They're not ready for this.
They run the counter. Taylor. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule? 4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you? No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.